Hello, good morning. All right, so, oh God, sometimes I hate being a psychic. Wow. The absolute thought behind what I am about to reveal today is absolutely horrendous, but it must be done. Okay, it must be done. And so, um, I can't really reveal any names as far as what I am going to be revealing today. Um, but I want to come and talk about it. So I'm gonna tell y'all how spirit has been coming through and warning me about this. Not really a warning because it's not gonna happen. Thanks to yours truly. Uh, but spirit still wanted me to reveal it. And I must start off by saying that it is some really, really sick and confused people walking this earth. I gotta tell you. So, spirit, I'm gonna tell y'all how this happened. I have finally freed my hair, finally, from those locks. So it is free, finally. And yeah, it took literally hours for me to get them freaking things out of my hair, and now I can do my goddamn hair. And all of a sudden, Spirit came through and told me what a few people were plotting to do. Were plotting to do. So, this is a few YouTubers, and I'm not going to divulge who it is, but y'all can just about guess who it is that I'm talking about. Have a very, or had a very heinous plan or plot, and have even been thinking about it, murdering people on Christmas Eve. It was either somewhere between Christmas Eve and New Year's. Uh-huh. And so I've looked at enough crime videos to uh believe it. I totally trust my spirit guides. And I totally trust my spirits because they told me that it was not going to happen. In fact, just talking about it completely stops it. I have been having several visions also of being murdered and struggling with whether or not I should beg for my life. And this was a few days ago. And I was like, where the hell did that come from? And as I'm looking and as I'm observing, and I'm sitting here, and when you're doing your hair, that's stimulating the crown chakra. So I'm sitting here getting all kind of downloads because, of course, my locks were, they were not real locks. Okay, the protective style that I put in my hair. And Spirit showed me that, and I said, no wonder I've been feeling some type of way. And I gotta tell y'all something. Life is very difficult for some people. There are some people who have a positive disposition. They're very optimistic about their future. And even if something happened to you, like loss of employment or maybe even loss of a family member, you would find some kind of way to pick yourself up and keep moving. But there's some people that are on this earth, that are in this world, that cannot do that. And they have a great deal of anger, okay, especially when they feel some type of way about anything. I think I learned probably like 10 years ago, and this was very healthy for me, that nobody on this earth actually owes you shit. But there are some people that have a very dark sense of entitlement. And those people are a ticking time bomb. Those people might plot your murder or the murder of your family just simply because you disagree with them or because they can't control you. And what's so crazy is that I was one of the targets. There's actually 3 or 4 different targets, all of which have children in the home, where these complete neurotic psychopaths was planning on murdering us. Well, not anymore. You know, I have this uncanny way of talking people down and also making people look at themselves. So it's nothing to worry about. My spirits already assured me that there was nothing to worry about. And even my spirit guides came in and said that if anybody is plotting your murder or to harm your children, they'll mysteriously die before they're able to do that. So, and I believe them. Um, you know, there's a few different things that people are sometimes very triggered by. And what I noticed is number one is friends. People have died, people have recently been murdered because of the need to have friends and to fit in. Okay? Like we're seeing this over and over again. And if you're not woke to this, then you will not take the proper precautions to protect yourself. Okay? If you're not woke, if you're not understanding, there's another thing is money. Either the promise of money or either lack of money. People are willing to kill for those things, but the main aspect of it is fame. People have an obsession with fame, and it's crazy because Irene Cara, I think I'm saying her last name correctly, Cara, just died just recently. And it seems like it's all tying in together. People are willing to die for fame. Like, for example, that YouTuber that went down to YouTube and shot a couple of people down at YouTube headquarters. The reason why she did it was because she was not blowing up on YouTube and she was upset about the fact that she doesn't get any views. She went down to YouTube and murdered a bunch of people. Well, I don't think she murdered anybody. I think that she just injured people. People get obsessed with certain things, and fame is one of them. And people feel like if they can't get famous by having some kind of gift or talent, then they're going to get famous by killing somebody. Now, I had to come and share this vision. It pisses me off. It definitely changes the way, well, the way that I look at certain people on this website has already changed tremendously since a few months ago, since an incident happened. Okay. So I can't be famous, right? This is what the murderers are thinking. I can't be famous. Life is unfair. I can't get the things that I want in life. So I am going to murder someone because they don't have nothing anyway. That's how they feel. And something had been sitting on my chest for the longest, and I said, "What is it?" And I started to, in spirit, it came to me and told me that. And no wonder I can know, I noticed that people is talking and thinking about something, and that's what it's been this whole time. People plotting people's murders. Wow. That is insane. I have been called everything besides a child of God on this website. And not once have I ever plotted or even entertained the idea of murdering somebody and their entire family. I mean, maybe because I have a healthy mind. I mean, you may get upset about something and tell somebody that they're a fucking asshole or a jerk off. But then that's an unpleasant thought, to sit there and play around with that idea in your head and to actually plot it and plan it and say, "Oh, I know where you live. Oh no, I can't believe it." And it's 1000% real what I'm saying. And I'm not going to say who, but it's one person in particular that wants people dead. He wants several people dead, and he's planning a killing spree. Okay. He's absolutely planning a killing spree. Y'all can just about guess who I'm talking about. And planned on doing it, planned as in past tense, planned on doing it around Christmas. Okay? Planned on doing it around Christmas. Hey, Robinette, I ain't never seen you in here before. Hello. Isn't that just nuts? Got me on the list too. As if I'm responsible for your life. As if I'm responsible for any failures or inadequacies that you may have in your life. Right. My spirits want that person to know that you better stay away from every single person. And even though I don't even, there's a few people that I could see as a target that I don't like at all. I don't like them at all. But anybody that yeah, you ain't gonna come over here to Georgia with that mess. You ain't gonna come over here at all. At all. That's what my spirit said. That's sick. That's sick. And I know what I'm talking about. Because for some reason, like I said the other day, I was having this weird vision of struggling with begging for my life. And I feel like I was tapping into somebody else's mind. You know, now it's evident that, you know, there are several how do I describe them? Mentally challenged, mentally ill YouTubers on here that can't stand my son. And they will talk about my children, make troll accounts of my children. And I can tell you this right now that you ain't gonna come over here to Georgia with that mess. You ain't gonna come over here. I can promise you. I can absolutely promise you. I'm gonna be sitting there eating Christmas dinner and ain't gonna be worried about you. Okay, now what you need to do instead of sitting up there plotting on people's murder is you need to go and see a therapist and check yourself in. Okay, seriously, because you know it's a lot of people, they will go into these psychoses and shit, and you can tell that there's certain people, it's certain people that are absolutely in a psychosis, and when you're in a psychosis you cannot be psychic because you're focused on that one main thing. And I can tell you that you ain't gonna come over here with that mess. You ain't gonna come nowhere near Georgia with that mess. Okay, so people better take heed to that. And I've said it. Don't poke the bear. Don't poke the bear. Because people are nuts. People will plot. People will kill you. People will want to kill you, like actually end your life over some silly stuff, right? And so it's gotten to that point. And so there's a lot of people that kind of suspected it, but they thought that it was just me. No, it ain't. Well, it ain't gonna never be me. I think people need to take the proper precautions. There's a lot of people, they just go, they go and they go and they go and they go and they go. They just going and going and going. You're not understanding that there are some people that are really, really crazy and they have nothing to live for. They have nothing to look forward to. I think it's definitely somebody throwing shit around there that has to do with magic, but I'm gonna tell you what this is, Robinette. I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. It's somebody at the end of their rope. It's somebody that I don't even think magic would even have to be involved with it. I think magic can be used to stop it, but I don't think magic really has anything to do with it. I truly believe that it's all about, I'm upset, I'm not getting anywhere in life, I can't focus, because there's some people that can't focus. There's people with mental illnesses. They cannot focus. That's just like me. I stuff, crazy stuff be happening surrounding me and other YouTubers making videos, but I know how to focus. There's some people that cannot focus like that, and their brain is not wired for that. So whoever wants to be a skeptic on what I'm seeing in my foresight, you can be a skeptic if you want. You can try to act all big and bad if you want. But I can tell you this, that, there's a lot of people that need to watch out because, how you can just see somebody's mugshot and it's like in the paper or something on the news, and they looking crazy. And it's like, hey, I remember that. And oh my God, he went and did that. Mm-hmm. I believe that there's a lot of mind control. I believe that there are sick people on here that are so sick and jealous that they would love to see some dumb person murder people because they feel like this person is my enemy, just nutty as fruitcakes. You know, they ready to they ready to you know what I'm saying? Like, and this is totally out of the blue that this vision came to me that these people were plotting this craziness. Well, I'm telling you. And my spirits is, you know, they're my spirits really, they take it very seriously. They can hear you. They can even read your thoughts. They know what you're thinking. My spirits know what you're thinking. They do. They know what you're thinking. They know what people are thinking. And there's a couple of them, they fantasize about murdering people. They really, really, really want to kill people over YouTube videos. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. And you know what I got to say to you? What I got to say to you is that you need to leave this website and go and either get into rehab, rehabilitate yourself, or either go and see a therapist. Check yourself into the mental ward. I know that I know that they've done stuff to me to make me so mad where I'd be like, "Ooh, you know," but it's like, no, life is too good. I love life. Thank you, God. But some people don't have that. Some people don't have that. Some people don't have that inner monologue. Their inner monologue is, you know, very murderous and heinous. Okay, trying to justify it, you know. You defended yourself in a YouTube video. You wouldn't let me make you my puppet and let me paint a picture of you the way I want it. And you kept fighting it. So you deserve to die. Right. Right. Sure I do. Sure I do. So yeah, you know, it's so weird the way my spirit guides come in and tell me stuff. And I can see it clear as day. And whoever I'm talking about, if they're watching right now, their jaw dropped. Like, how the hell does she know that? How does she know that? Mm-hmm. I know everything. I know everything that I need to know. And all I got to tell you this is that you're not gonna come over here to Georgia with all that. And I know I said that. Well, remember when I said that certain people wasn't gonna be able to come past my grass, and they didn't come past the grass. Well, now you ain't gonna be able to come nowhere near my state. You have a problem. You need to get some help. Okay, that's exactly what it is. And some of them crazy enough to think I can get away with it. You can get away with it. Wow. Um, no, 'cause you're not going to do it in the first place. Some people are actually that nutty, especially when you got people online that thinks that they are your ex-boyfriend or your baby daddy and you've never met them. It's so weird. Like, people don't pay much attention to that. You got to pay attention to crazy people sometimes. Somebody on the internet claiming that you're their ex-girlfriend or that you belong to them and you've never met them, you think that that's not crazy? Mm-hmm. And like, yeah, my spirits definitely confirmed it for me. And it's been something, it's been getting plotted for quite some time now. Okay, it's been getting thrown around. The thought process of it has been getting thrown around for quite some time now. I'm a trauma specialist by profession too. I have to leave my home, sis, or see Popo. Yes, I did. Will I survive by defending myself or fleeing? Are you being threatened? I know that I don't have to leave my home. I'm not leaving my home. I'm gonna be sitting right here. Ain't nobody gonna come over here and do nothing. But I think that a lot of other people really, really, really need to watch themselves. Okay, because it was a plot to murder at least 3 or 4 different families of people, to just massacre them in their homes. Uh-huh. Yep, pretty much. Planning on massacring people in their houses and their children, anybody in the house. Insane. I'm actually quite pissed because you know what? My whole life, I stayed away from nutty people. And people that were seedy. I stayed away from seedy people, and somehow, these people came into the interwebs, uh, and that's kind of crazy. Okay, that's kind of insane. I'm not even gonna say what I wish would happen. But what I can tell you is that the plan has been foiled. Got to be careful with people that believe in conspiracy theories. A lot of times, people that have this obsession with conspiracy theories, especially when it comes to Christmas, and, then they're kind of tripping off of, 1,000-year-old things. Then you got Kanye West hailing Hitler and stuff, and how people are acting, you know what I'm saying? Because they're spirits. And I've been meaning to come and talk about Kanye. The reason why he is paying homage to Hitler is because Hitler's spirit has been spirit because of Hitler's spirit. Okay, and that's a spirit that needs to be banished back where it belongs. And, but I'm pretty sure that, like I said, the government has they have their own top-notch witches and mediums and psychics and people that specialize in that and get paid very well. So I'm pretty sure that they took care of that. I ain't got to worry about that. But this situation that we dealing with crazy people plotting people's murder, and they got a conspiracy every holiday. Those people, not everybody that believes in conspiracy theories. I don't, ever since I started walking my path as a witch, I've seen a few conspiracy theories, but honestly, they're not important. They don't have as much power unless it involves something that is very relevant. But as far as, like, and that's one of the reasons why they took Alex Jones off the air. So, sadly, it's too late because Alex Jones was creating paranoia. Hey, Jen. Um, yeah, Kanye is a lost soul. He's strictly an empty seater for spirits. He's being used as a messenger for various spirits. Right, right. You know what I'm saying? They are absolutely ready to murder people. Um, and innocent children. And they've been sort of, preparing themselves for these heinous acts by trying to convince themselves that your family is somehow broken, trying to convince themselves that your children are crap. They have been getting encouraged by trolls on the website. Like, for example, even with my own children, they'll say things like, oh, that kid is going to be violent when he gets older and da 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 da. It's like, are you sick? Mm-hmm. So they try to justify it. And the trolls are actually the ones that are encouraging it. But you'd be surprised at some of these troll accounts who they actually are. Very confused people that want to see people get murdered for various reasons. You ain't gonna never murder me or my children or nobody that I love. Sad. YouTubers are a trip. You know what I'm saying? You better come up out of your psychosis. Because my spirits want to let you know that you may not wake up on Christmas morning. You may not even wake up that day, hun. You planning on killing people's family. Okay. And that's insane. And these people need to acknowledge, their behaviors. I personally think that they should just start locking them up based upon their behavior online. But in Georgia, they do have stand your ground laws. To where if somebody comes to your house, threatens you, you can blow them the kingdom come. But who even wants to go through that? I don't want to murder anybody in this lifetime. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have anything to do with that, even if it's self-defense. I don't want to get murdered either, but I don't even want that energy near me. I don't want nothing to do with that. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with that. They can talk about what they want to talk about. They can talk about witchcraft, but I am thoroughly 1000% sure that witchcraft will factually protect me from that. My spirits, my ancestors, my angels. You know, it's a lot of mind control too. I'm not really capable of being placed under mind control. I think it's because I don't know. I don't know why I'm not capable of being placed under mind control, but I'm not. And I think that within itself pisses people off because I'm just not susceptible, never have been. Maybe when I was a child, um, but that's just insane, and you should be embarrassed by even thinking about it, talking about it, definitely plotting it, I'm going to go out as infamous and I'm going to do this and do that because and you know what? I felt it. I felt that negative energy when I uploaded that Christmas video. These people are possessed, angry and upset. And looking at a Christmas tree makes them upset and angry. And that's why I'm saying you can't be messing with drug addicts. I was looking at a video where it was saying that people that are withdrawing from heroin can have some very vivid hallucinations. And I'm not saying that any of the people are on heroin, I personally don't know what their drug of choice is, and I don't care. But it's just the point that, you wouldn't think people would be that sick, but they are. Okay. Very, very sick people that need to go and get help now. Because you better believe that their own family members are in danger. I mean, if you would plot to murder a complete stranger that you don't know, then shoot, what you planning on doing to them people in your family that you've been knowing for years that you blame for your problems? Because I'm pretty sure that it's it's like that on it. So it just really like when I saw said spirit, what? And keep in mind, I'm very, very keen. I predicted my cousin's death. I sure did. Is all of a sudden I got this feeling and I grabbed my cards and I said, is somebody in my family getting ready to pass away? And they said, yeah, it's getting ready to be a death in your family. It showed it in the cards. And I said, when? And they showed me, I believe it was April. It was in April. And on the last day of April, my cousin was murdered. And I asked them the same thing. Is there anything that can be done to prevent it? And they said no. This time they said that it's going to be stopped. That this so-called murder spree was not going to happen. Okay. Yeah. I did. Girl, I could barely watch it. Her voice came through so clearly. Yeah, and I do believe in those spirit box sessions. Yes, ma'am. Yes, but they have, yeah. Well, I can tell you this, that my spirits were very specific when they said that it's, it's a plot to do it, but that it's not going to happen. And I even asked, should I speak on it? And they said yes, immediately. You should speak on it. Okay? So that's why I'm speaking on it. And this is not something that is funny. You'd have to be a sick-minded person to think that something like that is funny. But there are a lot of sick-minded people in this world. Let's keep it a buck. Okay? I mean, think about it. People set up and murder their own brothers and sisters. People set up and murder, their own friends, people that they either used to call a friend or currently call a friend. So people are very, very diabolical these days. My spirits were very specific because when I knew that my cousin was going to get murdered, or I knew it was going to be a death in the family. I didn't never think it would be murder. Specifically, I said when, and they said I think it was April, and on the last day of that month, my cousin got murdered. You're welcome, hon. Yeah, they're insanely, it's called Othello syndrome. The only difference is that we don't know these people. Othello is like a morbid jealousy that they have, like a morbid jealousy. Okay. And, those people that you see is very pathetic. Those people that you see is beneath you, they will plot to kill you. Now, from what my spirits is telling me is that they got their foot on their chest, and they probably, the whole thing is called the hell off, and it ain't gonna never happen. But I want people to know what my spirits wanted people to know, what the what's up is. Spirit, what messages you got about that as far as like what's happening physiologically? These people, yeah. Yep. Heaviness on the chest. I got a spirit guide right here. This Page of Pentacles, 5 of Cups inverted, Ace of Swords inverted. So, ain't gonna happen. But it's just the point. It's just the point. Yeah, if you got any kind of inheritance, oh man, and that's why I said don't tell people your business, man. Okay. Yeah, Jen, I've seen his videos before. Yep. So, and I'm just like, so you don't have nothing to look forward to. And the crazy part about it is that it doesn't matter if you are like some people just don't get it. I mean, you can change your life at any age. Just because you've gotten older doesn't mean that you don't have the ability to make your life better. But a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people don't have that. They figure I'm 40 and I ain't got nothing to live for and I ain't got nothing established. So, and I'm gonna take some folk out. And it's just like that. And that's just what, and because something been bugging me for the past week. And it was a bug that they was putting in my ear, like you need to really, really, really look at what these folk is up to. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what they planning on doing. That's it. Well, they were planning on it. Now they're not gonna do it because what they were gonna and you know what's crazy is that they already had it planned to where they was gonna try to do some kind of spiritual work to elude the police as to who did it, as if anybody would want me dead. There's nobody in this world that wants me dead. I just don't have that kind of track record. Unless it's some disgruntled ex person, ex friend or whatever, and I don't have very many ex boyfriends. So there may be people that feel like I want you to die, and it's like, well, you don't get what you want, do you, hon? You ain't gonna never get what you want. Me and my babies gonna all die old people in our beds. Stop it. That's crazy. But it had been kind of bugging me. It had been kind of bugging me a whole lot. And I was sitting there doing my hair, and Spirit came to me and said, da 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 da. And I said, what? And so I said, Spirits, confirm this for me. And that's what they showed me in my cards. These people actually planning to murder people because somebody made a mean video to them. Now y'all know people that made mean videos to me, my children, and I'm sorry, you're not worth it. Not to me, not words. Are you stupid? But there's some people that just can't handle pressure. They can front like they can handle it. They actually cannot handle it. And then also there's some people that are weak-minded. Okay. Somebody present them and yeah. And so somebody plant a seed and they like, yeah, we gonna go, I'm gonna go for it because I ain't got nothing to live for anyway. So I just, I can't with these people. People are nuts. And for some reason they thought they was gonna come to YouTube and blow up and be superstars. Some people don't have a realistic train of thought. I'm gonna become a YouTube star. That's just like going to Hollywood and not making it and getting mad and killing people, which that happens. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm saying thank you to Spirit too, because Spirit definitely wanted me to come and give this message because they was planning on doing something. And they wasn't going to announce it. It wasn't going to be an announcement. It was just going to get done. They was planning on doing some stuff and then, kind of sneaking off and laying low and, if they got questioned or found, oh, I didn't do that. Okay. There's a reason why I choose to associate with people and not associate with some people. My spirits will say, no way, Jose. No, no. Okay. This is 1000% fact that I'm speaking. Okay. And I'm kind of angry and pissed off about it, but I'm going to laugh it off and enjoy my life. That's what I'm going to do. Good Lord. I need a spray bottle for my hair. And guess what I'm thinking about doing, y'all? I'm thinking about lightening the rest of my hair because I accidentally lightened like a lock of my hair with some peroxide, and I got one lock of my hair that's actually blonde. It's so funny. It's so funny. It's actually, they used to be my actual hair color, but my hair color got darker the older that I got. Yeah, so these are the moments that I don't like being a stalk, I said I was about to say a stalker. I must be thinking about the stalkers. A psychic. This is one of the one times I don't like being a psychic because I swear to God, it creeped me out. Y'all, it creeped me out when I saw that death coming in my family. And literally, it was the last day of April that my cousin was shot down by her boyfriend and then he murdered himself. It was the last day of the month. Because I thought we was going, I was like, because that's one of them times where you hoping that spirit is wrong. But spirit was not wrong. They wasn't. Because I thought we was in the clear because I kind of hadn't thought about it, but then like maybe a few days beforehand, and I couldn't see exactly who it was. Um, you know, I couldn't see exactly who it was, but I just knew somebody in my family was gonna die. I didn't even see murder. I just saw this that it was gonna be a death in the family. And so I'm thinking, oh, we in the clear. Nope, that last day of the month it happened, which I believe was in April. Very, very painful experience for my family. Okay, am I thinking about going out and murdering people? No, I'm not. It just, I've had losses. Everybody has problems in life. Nobody's life is perfect, but you don't just sit up there and decide you're going to be selfish and take people's lives, which they already try to do it through the computer, right? They already try to do a significant amount of damage. When they saw they weren't able to do it, and they said, oh, well, I'm just going to take your life. That's exactly what, and I want y'all to take this seriously. Next time any of y'all turn on your cameras, I want you to know that. I want you to know that. Everybody don't have things to look forward to. Everybody is not enjoying their life. Everybody is not happy. There's some people that are extremely miserable and they want to create misery in other people's lives. So, you know, and I ain't ready to be no ghost yet. I could sit here and say, "Oh, I'm gonna haunt you if you do that." No, I ain't gonna haunt you at all. Okay, because you ain't gonna do a damn thing to me or mine. And that's what I'm saying. But when you think about it, especially in the Black community, especially with men, they die every day over something that somebody said. Damn, it's just words. It is not that big of a deal for you to be plotting to kill some friggin' body. But a murderer is just a murderer. But I also think that you have to know your own destiny. And I know my destiny ain't got nothing to do with these folk destiny. You know, I think that sometimes when you're dealing with social media, people can really, really be weird and strange because, some people, if they can't leave their mark in certain ways, they're going to leave it in another way. Okay, they're gonna leave it. They feel like I'm gonna be known somehow. I'm gonna get famous. Oh my God. Absolutely preposterous. That's why I was saying, when people like they've been kind of, especially certain groups of people on here, they've been kind of, leading up to, some kind of crazy malarkey, trying to make it seem like folks deserve, to be patted on the back if they show up or meet up or, and it's totally ridiculous. And I ain't never been cool with it. Never. Okay. That's totally ridiculous. Them people are, I believe they all under mind control personally. I was looking at some crime stories last night, and I ain't even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna say that because you got to be careful what you say. hmm So y'all be careful out here in social media, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's been some real crazy, crazy behavior out here on these YouTube streets, and it's gonna stop. Oh, it's gonna stop because my spirits are gonna stop you. Okay, these people need to get some help. For real, bad. They need help. Not me. I don't need no help. I'm good. Okay, I already know what it is, but these people need some help. Just a lot of unresolved anger and resentment and regret in life. You know what I'm saying? And mm, folks need to go try to find some kind of happiness. Because you plotting on doing anything to hurt my family, and you ain't gonna see no damn jail cell. You ain't gonna see me either. And no, I don't think this is good for business. But I also think on some level, I think it's important for people to know that I can see things like that. Absolutely. I can definitely see things like that. And I've actually had people come to me and ask me some of the most hard-hitting questions about, their mate. Do you think that this person would possibly do something to me? They was showing some signs of so and so, something, something. You know what I'm saying? And I think it is important to understand that, this is very real that I do. Like I said, I predicted my cousin's death, and that was some sad stuff, man. That was really, really sad, to find to find that out on the last damn day of April. 'Cause I don't think it's 31 days in April. I think it's only 30 days in April. I said, damn, the last day of the month. But nobody needs to worry because the plan has been foiled. But I would still be very cautious about who and what you are involving yourself with online. This is one of the reasons why I'm like, I don't want no parts of this. And I don't want no parts of that. You know? Mm-mm. Okay. So, and I trust my spirits. I trust them. That ain't nothing gonna happen. It definitely got stopped here today because I think that the person that was planning on doing it is going to hear my words and they're going to say, oh, how you tell, the sayings, tell the truth, shame the devil. And so it's kind of like that. Mm-hmm. So anyway, I'm sitting here still. I only got because I did individual. I know y'all she's sitting there talking about her hair and talking about this extreme subject matter. Uh, but because it ain't that big of a deal to me, I have no worries whatsoever. I mean, when you think about it, there's murderers walking all around. They're crawling all around every goddamn where. And we're very lucky every single day. Very, very lucky every day because of the type of folks that are walking around. So, it's not like, um, there's not always a chance of something like that. Whenever you walk out of your house, you playing a game of chance. You know, that reminds me of that story I heard about that couple. I cannot think of their names. I don't even want to talk about the story, but y'all probably, when y'all hear the story, you guys will, when y'all hear the story, you guys will know who I'm talking about. It was this couple, young white couple actually, that was victims of a hate crime. Okay. And they were standing by their car, embracing each other and kissing each other, hugging each other. And this group of carjackers come down the street and they decided to jack them for their car because old boy needed some money. Okay. They took this couple, raped both of them. Okay. Males raping a man, raped him, shot him execution style, took her, raped her, did all kind of mutilation to her body and stuff, and they found her in an abandoned house. And so, and this was random. They were chosen randomly. Hmm. Well, yeah, my intuition is very good. I can tell you that. And sometimes it'll come to me and it's like, oh wow, sometimes your intuition, and it was something that I couldn't ignore because the holidays are coming up, and some of us was going to be enjoying Christmas dinner, watching a movie, and next thing you know, it's a knock on your door, somebody banging on your damn door. Who the hell is that? You go to the store, they start shooting, kick in. That's exactly how they was gonna do it, real aggressive like. They not gonna do it now. There's a couple of YouTubers banding together, plotting to do that. A couple of them was planning on doing this. YouTubers. And keep in mind that there's been plenty of YouTubers that have killed people. YouTubers they're not famous people. They're just ordinary people that can start a YouTube channel and make videos. Okay. So now that we got up out of there, ooh, let me see what they, okay. Nice. Okay. And so now we can, or either New Year's, they was planning on, really what they like to do is hurt people on Christmas, though, on Christmas Day. But it was it was going to be a couple of different people leading up to, you know and it was kind of like, uh, really, God, Lord have mercy. So, and you know what? On Christmas Day, the rest of this year, I won't even think about it. Ain't no need to, because my spirit's already told me don't worry about it. But that was a plan in the works. And there, I want to say something else, but there's a lot of these people that are involved in certain situations, and they can involve themselves because people don't know where they live. But there's some of us who, we out there. So it's probably a good idea to stay away from that situation. I don't think that it makes you a punk to live. Call me crazy, but to live a full and happy life, that that make you a punk. So what exactly are people dying for? Is it some kind of soldier in some kind of war? What's the war? It just is stupid to me. But my spirits wanted to let that person, and they know exactly who I'm talking to. They wanted to let you know that I know exactly what type of person that you are. I know exactly what type of person that you are, and you can't make no mistake of it. And I had a crazy nightmare about the same person too. I actually had a very vivid nightmare that this was a year and a half ago. And I get it from my mother, I can have visions in my dreams. And like this person that's a YouTuber was actually chasing me down, hunting me down, trying to murder me. Okay. And I actually had that dream like maybe a year or so ago. Wasn't a dream, it was a nightmare that I had. Totally ridiculous. And people just be running around here just playing around with people and you know, sometimes when you bind a person's intent, it ain't just binding a magical intent, it can be a more practical intent as well. Okay. All right, y'all. That's pretty much what I wanted to talk about. Y'all have a good day. Uh mm, social media. All right, y'all. Y'all be cool. Y'all be safe. Have a happy holiday. I know I am. I know I ain't worrying about nobody. All right, just to let y'all know that. But I wanted to make it known that people need to realize that you keep trying to aggravate that situation, and my spirits are going to look at you as a problem as well. Okay. So I ain't trying to aggravate the situation. I'm doing what was instructed of me by my spirits. Yeah. Bless you and your family too, Robinette, and bless everybody's family. Okay. And I will catch y'all later. I got to go. Okay. Because I'm done with my hair now. I think I'm a braid it before I actually wash it. That way it don't get all be all over the place. So yeah. Yeah. Don't aggravate that situation. Let that situation go. It because it ain't worth it. And it's not that you have to be in fear, but it's kind of like you just have to really, really be smart because, there are some people that really, really have a lot of issues and they have nothing to live for. And, people snap. And there are certain folks that done already snapped. I want to keep my family safe. You know, yeah, when I think about my family, how much I love them, and how overprotective I am. Okay, and not just my family, my children, but myself as well. And as a woman, I'm very, very careful. Even when I walk outside, I do kind of, make sure that I'm making sure that ain't nobody, because it's some people, they just have the lowest regard for life. you know y'all be careful out here on YouTube. Okay. All right, y'all have a happy Saturday. I'll see y'all later. Blessings.